Good morning, Angela. I just wanted to make a quick video of some things that I think might help you with using MyFitnessPal and starting to track your food. So one of the first things I would say is that you don't have to do this. If you get bored really easily, it might not be the best idea, but if you can try thinking in 2 week time frames, what's a snack that I really like that I could eat, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 2 weeks? Or what's something I can eat every day and not get tired of it? If you can come up with two snacks like that, and then just repeat them and add them into MyFitnessPal. I do this, I make everything as simple as possible. So this is my today, and you'll notice breakfast, I put snacks. So you can rename your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks at the end. I like to see it all lined out kind of more like my day. And I might even go so far as to put the times on here. I don't know that you need to necessarily do that, but I try to make sure I'm eating every couple of hours. And so you could even say 8:30 a.m., 10:45, 1:30, or whatever your times are that you generally try to eat, so that you can look for gaps, or you can kind of train yourself not to have gaps, let me say, in eating. So these are the things that I eat, or I have every single day pretty much. I have a scoop and a half of, um, a cent protein, and I usually do pre-workout. So the thing that you can do for day to day, so for example, for tomorrow, I can go to quick tools, and I can say copy from date, and today's Monday, so I'm going to copy today's into Tuesdays. And I could do that for my whole week because I know I'm going to do that all week. I know on the weekends, even though we eat out, there are certain things I try to make sure I am still eating. I still try to get enough protein on the weekends, so that means I usually still do a shake even if I'm not working out, just to keep my protein high. So I could even add that on Saturday. Of course, if I don't do this, I can go ahead and take it out, but it's much easier. It's less to think about. Breakfast, I prepped yesterday and made bagel sandwiches. So I'll show you this for tomorrow. Those ingredients are actually a meal I made. So if you go into quick tools, or I'm sorry, go into add food, and then you go into meals. If you like to make some of the same recipes over and over again, you can either take meals or recipes. I will say I noticed that you put in there spices and things like that. You don't really need to record spices, baking powder, baking soda, things like that in your recipes. So just think of the ingredients that are going to add calories. So I add in my meals, I don't use all of these anymore, but for example, a bagel breakfast sandwich, I made some of these, wrapped them up in paper towels, and then put them in the fridge for today and then the freezer for the rest of the week. So I will add that, and it's actually going to add all of the ingredients that I put in my meal when I made it. So I make it with 2 eggs, and everything bagel that I've lightly toasted, Canadian bacon, pre-sliced ham, all these, whatever. And when I made this, I measured the food portion sizes so that they would kind of fit my macronutrient needs. So I like to get close to between 20 and 30 grams of protein in my meals. And then my snacks, I keep at 10 to 15 grams. So you can see here the protein. So I had, eggs and egg whites, and that put me at like 31, and it was a huge sandwich. So I just took the egg whites out, for example. So I made these yesterday, and as I was making them, I was adding a meal, and then all I have to do is copy it. So if I wanted to make another meal, you would go into my meals, and you would just add, make sure I'm doing this right, my foods, sorry. Where is it? Maybe it is my meals. You might have to ignore this part. To create a meal, add the foods you want to your food diary, quick tools, remember meal. Okay, so I do this differently if I do it from my phone. So for the first time you do it, the first time you're doing it, if you want to make a meal, so let's say for lunch tomorrow, you want to make a sandwich that you eat every day. It's like your go-to lunch So it's a bagel, oven roasted turkey from Aldi's. They have like the no added chemicals kind, and a piece of cheese. Okay, I add like lettuce and stuff to mine. You can add that in MyFitnessPal if you just want to see the vegetables that you're eating. But if it's really just about tracking, then you don't need to add things like, tomatoes, lettuce, stuff like that. So I would add these. Make sure that your portion size is correct. I did measure this out to make it, again, kind of meet my nutrient needs. So you can see here, that gives me for my lunch 27 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbs, 270. And then what I would do is, now that I've added those, I would say remember meal, and I would title it something like my bagel lunch sandwich or something like that. And then you would save it. When you go in to add it the next time, you could say, let me just delete this. You would just say add meal. Of course, here, I'll just say add food. And this will take a little bit of time to kind of mess with, but then you would have it in your meals. I didn't save it, so obviously it's not in there, but you would just scroll down, find it, click it, and add it. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Recipes are another story, but I would say if for right now you can commit this week to having, like, buy your ingredients, make it something maybe that your kids wouldn't eat, so you're not going to run out of it. But then if you get your your bread or whatever it is that you like, and your meat that you like, and your cheese or whatever it is. Not saying to eat a sandwich every day. That's fine if you do, if it meets your needs. I didn't for a while. I was like, I'm not going to eat bread and this and that. It meets my needs now. I'm still losing weight. It's fine. You got to figure out what makes sense for you. But again, if you can commit to eating that even Monday, Wednesday, Friday, to make it as simple as possible, add your food ahead of time, just copy it to those days. I know this is a lot, but the more you can do little simple things like that and kind of take away a million choices, the easier this gets. And really, at some point, it's kind of refreshing to not think about it as much. So, for example, here's my breakfast again. That's the bagel sandwich that I put in. I added that. My lunch, I had this 2 days ago, and it was good. I liked it. So I went ahead and just said, quick tools, add meal from 2 days ago. It added it all in there for me. So now I know at lunchtime that's what I'm going to eat. So I don't have to think about it anymore. It really helps me manage my eating without it being so much about like what mood I'm in. It's like, no, that's what I'm going to eat because I already put it in there. I know it made me feel good to eat that. This is my, like, if I can have it, I have one every day, a perfect bar. It's a pretty high calories, you can see. Protein's not super high. Fat and carbs are a little bit high for a snack, but honestly, it keeps me going to have this, so I have it. I fit it into my day, and I might have that for one snack, and for my other snack, I'll have a Greek yogurt and an apple, for example. So that's something that that I have, like, one. This is mostly whole foods, but it's still, I wouldn't call it junk food. It's like a healthy version of a treat, kind of right on the edge of a little overindulgent, but again, it kind of keeps me going. Tracking takes a lot of energy for me, so this is kind of like a reward. So then I make sure that my other snack is a whole foods based apple, carrots or something like that, and yogurt. And then for dinner, I pretty much know what I have left to eat. So my other snack is going to take probably 200 of these calories away for my remaining. So I'll have about 350 to 400 calories for dinner. Carbs, I'm always a little bit low on carbs and high on fat, and I'm fine with that. That's just the way I eat. As long as I reach my protein goals and my calorie goals pretty close, then I let the fat and carbs kind of just however I'm feeling like eating for the day. When I have a really hard workout, I do better with higher carbs, but when I'm mostly doing strength training, it doesn't really matter to me. So, okay, I know that's a long video. I apologize. I hope some of that was helpful. I was thinking we could have you try this and then get on a call. I was going to write your email this weekend, and I feel like it can be a little bit overkill. I want you to focus on right now getting your workouts in like we talked about, logging your food, and then we'll start to make some slow changes, trying to somewhat limit your technology use that we are getting in there. So let me know if any of that's helpful. If you have any questions, I'm happy to also jump on a Zoom call and share my screen with you and look at your screen while you're doing it, and I can help you that way too. All right, take care. Bye.